It's August, but this week's sports calendar looks more like May. The Indianapolis 500 is Sunday, and the NBA playoffs are underway. For one key member of Team Penske, a legendary local basketball coach helped shape his life. Now that coach is gone, but not forgotten. WRTV sports director Dave First with the story tonight.
It was a spring where time stood still. No racing, no basketball, no nothing. And all with lives lost to COVID-19. At Pike High, that included its legendary former coach Ed Siegel. One of his former players is Team Penske president Tim Cindric.
When you heard the news, what did you think?
Well, I had spoken to him, a few months earlier or whatever else, and he was struggling with his back and some of the other things. So, I certainly miss his voice and miss having conversations. But, I think you just stick with the memories.
And when it comes to Ed Siegel, there are plenty of those. He frankly put Pike basketball on the map, 25 seasons worth. Cindric was a captain on his 1985-86 team.
How often do you find yourself going back to things that maybe Coach Siegel said to you or told you that many years ago and you're still using to this day?
Well, I think one of the things Coach Siegel always asked for was hard work. And, he always said that would pay off. It was one of those where he would call out of the blue or I would, or, when I was in Indy, especially during May, I would always check in with him during May.
Remember, Indy is as high stakes and as high pressure as it gets. The days blow by quickly, the cars even quicker. But it doesn't mean Tim still couldn't find time for his old high school coach.
As he would come to the track or whatever else, it was always good to see him. But for me, he never changed. It didn't matter what age he was or what age I was. It always seemed as though, I was still one of his players.
And that's exactly the way Ed Siegel wanted it. Season after season, practice after practice, no one was a player just for 1 year. To Ed, there was a bond for life.
A lot of people don't realize it. Every player that you coach, whether it's the last kid on the bench or the star of the team, that he doesn't realize it, but a part of him goes with you when he leaves. And you hope positively a part of you will go with him.
During Indiana's single-class basketball days, Ed put together 4 sectional championships, 2 regionals, and 5 Marion County championships, including one in Tim's senior season. He was demanding, he was tough, very few wanted it any other way.
For me, it was him and there was Bobby Knight. And he was the first step. If you were going to get to Bobby Knight, you had to get to him.
He'd get in your ass a little bit,
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. You just hoped he was in somebody else's instead of yours.
Today, Tim is coaching his own team, personally a part of 3 IndyCar Series championships while running the most successful IndyCar team in the sport's history. But while the celebrations are here, you'll understand if on occasion his mind drifts to here, where for so many successful young men, it's where it all began.
I think athletics in general helps shape you for who you are. Athletics teach you how to work together in general. And, Coach Siegel was very much a proponent of that. He was less about your stats and more about the overall team wins and where the team goes. And the position that I'm in right now obviously has a lot to do with everybody doing their job and everybody understanding what the role is in that job.